Gio, welcome to Ballers Union, Gio.
Oh, everybody, welcome to Ballers Union. We're live. This is 2021 first ever Ballers Union mock draft. We got Goldie representing the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
got, you know what I'm saying? We all know he's one half of Talker Brothers.
Boo, boo. Oh, Saints. You said Saints. I heard.
Yeah.
Crowd back here loud, bro.
Yeah.
Hey.
The other half of Talker Brother is Smash representing the Falcons.
Woo!
You know what I'm saying?
Woo!
We got Jay Rizzo from Rizzo Rant representing the Bears from Chicago.
Yep.
We got CP from Where Did I Park representing the Detroit Lions.
Somebody's got to do it.
Yep. Y'all know me.
Somebody got to do it.
Y'all know me, Gio. I'm representing my new team, Chicago Cardinals.
And we don't have enough time in the day to explain the Chicago Cardinals thing.
Yeah, the Bears broke my heart so many times, so I am now a Chicago Cardinals fan.
Do the Chicago Cardinals get picks in this draft?
Yes.
Oh, they're an expansion team.
They play home and away games at the same time, Smash.
I think he in the Rocks League. What's that league? XFL.
They draft next week, Gio.
No, that's the Chicago Enforcers. That's a whole other team.
Oh my goodness. So how we doing this, Gio?
You know what I'm saying? So we stated earlier on Twitter that Smash, the Falcons are on the clock. So what we're gonna do is we got this mock draft simulator. So we're just gonna pick our teams, and then the sim is gonna pick for the rest of the NFL. And then so currently, technically, Smash is on the clock. You know what I'm saying? He's the fourth pick, but the first three picks are gonna be simmed through real quick. And then we just go from there. Smash may or may not give us a reason why he drafted whoever he drafted. You know?
First round pick is easy.
So before we get started, let's go around the room and discuss the needs a little bit. Start with Rizzo. What are the needs going into this draft?
Well, Bears always need a lot because Ryan Pace and the management don't know what the hell they're doing. So big needs that I would draft, and I don't know if this is what Ryan Pace or the Bears are going to do tomorrow, but this is what I'm going to do if I was the Bears. I'm looking to take some offensive linemen. I'm going to build from the trenches first. So I want to get that offensive line set. It's a deep offensive line draft, and at 20, there should be someone good there. If not, I'm going to look at corner because we did lose Fuller because we were stupid and didn't know how to manage our money. So we had to let him go, even though he's our best corner. So we definitely need a cornerback at some point. Later in the draft, I'm probably going to look for some wideouts to at least help the depth there. I do like Allen Robinson, and I do like the young guy Mooney from last year. And they picked up, who was it, Marquise Wilson, I think, or whoever was this, the guy who opted out last year to play the slot. But I'd like to get some young guys because I don't know what's going to go on with Robinson after we franchise tagged him this year, so he might be leaving. So, yeah, I'm going to be looking to draft stuff that I'm hoping for the future and for the next regime that takes over when Matt Nagy gets fired after this year, and hopefully so does Ryan Pace.
You think they're done?
Yeah, I'm hoping they get fired. So I'm trying to set it up for whoever's coming in. We'll have some nice building blocks for next season.
Smash.
Yes, sir. Man, I'm gonna go with Rizzo's route as far as if I was drafting because I really don't know what the Falcons gonna draft because we got a new GM and Terry Fontenot, and then we got a new head coach and Arthur Smith. So I don't really know how they're gonna draft. I've been disappointed in a lot of the drafts over the draft picks over the past years of the way the Falcons draft. But for this one, I'm gonna say we're gonna look for some cornerbacks, a defensive edge, somebody to come off that edge and rush, and then we gotta pick a quarterback somewhere in this draft because even though Matt Ryan is still hanging in there, he's getting older. We gotta start replacing him, and we don't have a backup right now, so we need somebody to come in. And one of the things I'm looking for is a strong running back as well. The line, it needs some work, but we drafted some of that in the last 2 drafts. So hopefully if we get another 1 or 2 in this draft, we'll be okay and we can do something with this line to help protect Matt Ryan. But yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do with this 4th pick, but I know what I'm gonna do.
Select a punter.
Hey, Mike, we already got Young Hope.
Cool. Yeah, now you're gonna get the old Hope.
Hey, old faithful.
GL, I'm faithful.
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
As for the Chicago Cardinals, I'd love to pull up Mike Ditka and trade all my draft pick for a coach because we definitely need a head coach. Currently,
Who's
our
the
head
coach?
coach doesn't matter. He never won more than 8 games in any level. He never won more than 8 games in the NFL, in college, in high school, in Pop Warner, in flag football, touch football,
He got a
football.
nice house though. He won that game.
Yeah, he's good at selling dreams. He's not good at winning games. But our we do need to replace Patrick Peterson. We need to bulk up that secondary, and I don't know. I just might go crazy, just take best available player at the time, and see what happens.
CP.
All right, so first things first, we need a new owner, but I don't think we can get one in the draft. So, seeing that that's out, we got to stick with the Ford family. We're already screwed. We're already playing from behind. We're first and 25 easily. But I was mad because the lineup doesn't say that we need a quarterback, and we need a quarterback. But aside from that, we just need defense. Like we need people who can get off the field after like 3 downs, or at least not give up. The third and 12 play for 13 yards up the middle. Like we need secondary, we need linebackers, we need defensive ends, and we need defensive tackles. So literally, we need defense.
That's like a whole
And-
team.
But
That's what I was gonna say. That's a whole team right there.
I mean, y'all seen us play, but also
Every round, y'all drafting by position.
Right.
if we had 11 picks, I wouldn't be mad if we drafted 11 players. Now,
Do y'all need a new stadium too?
Now Ford Field's actually kind of nice, but we're gonna draft a receiver somewhere. That's just what the Lions do, and I'm not mad at it either because it's just par for the course. But aside from receiver that we know we need, a quarterback that we're pretending that we don't need, I wouldn't even mind if Kyle Pitts is on the board if we get him instead of putting all our faith in T.J. Hawkinson. But other than that, we just need defense. So unless there's a name like the Heisman dude who's 104 pounds, or Kyle Pitts, or any one of these quarterbacks, we just need defense.
So I'm the only one optimistic here about going into this draft and this coming season. I like the owners. I like the Benson family. I like the head coach. I like Mickey Loomis as the GM. So, but for our needs wise, I think we have to get a cornerback. We got to get a cornerback opposite of Lattimore. We need linebackers on both sides of Davis. Then you can go pick your poison at that. I mean, you can always use another wide receiver to go opposite of Thomas, being that we don't have a surefire number one. Other than that, I mean, then before that, we need to go get some D linemen as well. So, I mean, I think we're probably the same way Detroit is right now, really focusing on the defensive side and bolstering out that side of the ball. So that I think that'll fill those holes, Jill.
Okay. So let's go ahead and hit this simulator.
And get this bad boy started.
So we'll hit the start button.
How much time do you get per pick?
Well, it's gonna go until you select that player. To select the player, then it'll go to the next pick. So
yeah, they don't actually put the clock on this.
There's
one.
no clock. Actually, no clock.
Gotcha.
All right. So Smash is gonna pick, and then Smash, you'll be up.
Is it? I gotta see who they picking for. Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson.
There you go.
Ooh,
you got your pick.
So with this pick right here, I just went because it helped me out really, but I just went with what the experts are saying that we're gonna pick potentially, which is Kyle Pitts as tight end. I don't know why, because we already have Hayden Hurst. Not saying he's great, but the only reason I did when I did my research on Kyle Pitts, the only reason I like him, plus I'm biased because I hate Florida, but but you know, I gotta switch hats. But with Kyle Pitts, he's physical, and looking at Arthur Smith in the interview, that's what he said. He said he wants players that are physical, so he's looking to build these a team that's physical and play tough. So I go with Kyle Pitts with this pick right here.
It's a good pick.
And he can block on the line as well as catch like a receiver. So you know Atlanta loves receivers.
So you got both Alabama guys going back to back.
Oh,
you got Kyle Pitts. You got Waddle and Devontae Smith off the board. So both Alabama wide receivers. So that on you, CP. Where that put you at?
Now I heard that we want Jamar Chase, and Michael Parsons is good as well.
Mm-hmm.
And all that stuff I was talking about a quarterback too.
Yeah, Trey Lance.
But I'm gonna get that the offensive lineman, because if we got Goff back there, or we're pretending that we got a running game, somebody's got to block for him. So give me a Penei Sewell.
Okay.
He at the top.
I'm about to say you got to put him in the search.
So you're going offensive tackle to protect Goff. I don't know why you don't. What's your reasoning behind not having faith in Goff?
Okay.
Same reason why the Rams don't got faith in him.
I mean, he's not that bad of a quarterback, I don't think.
That's what's up.
Well, I mean, when you're not doing that well and you have McVay, and
right,
kind of says a little bit.
Right. So that's what I was thinking too, Rizzo. I think it's a little bit of both, like a little bit of him and a little bit of McVay as well. So off the board, you had Trey Lance going to Carolina, Mac Jones going to the Denver Broncos. First cornerback off the board, Surtain from Alabama. So that's 3 Alabama picks in the first 10. I can see that happening. The Giants taking Jamar Chase. Parsons, I doubt Parsons really ever fall this low. I think he'll be a top 10 pick. Barmore, defensive tackle. Right tackle, Christian Darrisaw. And
goddamn Vikings, man. I hate them.
that's what's your pick.
Yep.
And then you got J.C. Horn going to the Patriots. So now it's on the what you call them, Jill?
Chicago Cardinals. Get it right.
Chicago Cardinals.
Might be the Arizona Cardinals as well, but we'll go with that.
Right. You just
Emmitt
bogart
Smith's
the people name.
Right. You know what they really do? Let's see who's the top lineman out there.
Penei Sewell.
Yeah, but he's gone.
Yeah, he is. Bam.
Oh,
We got the
let
guy
me get
from
Slater.
Northwestern. Yeah.
Let me get Slater, because Gilbert retired on us.
So you drafting with your head now. You drafting with your heart, not with your head, right?
Yeah.
Slater's good though. He can play anywhere on the line.
Hmm.
So
Wow.
I think the Bears will be up next. You got Bateman, wide receiver. Ooh, I don't think that really safety on the
Man,
board.
look at all these damn teams taking all the
Vera
time.
Tucker tackle. So now it's on the Bears. It looks like punter to me, Rizzo.
Nah, I'm probably gonna take one of the two corners because all the tackles that I wanted are gone, and we'll probably look at taking tackle in the second round. But yeah, you know what? I'm gonna
Don't you
take
dare.
Farley
There
from
you
Virginia
go. There
Tech.
you go. I knew it was gonna happen. That's why we was really trying to trade up into the draft to get Farley. But that's a good pick. Now, if he's not injured, hopefully he's not injury prone.
Oh yeah, I mean there's question marks for sure, but I trust Virginia Tech cornerbacks for sure. So
Mm-hmm.
I always like their secondary players, so I take him over the Northwestern guy, even though I think the Northwestern guy is a solid pick too.
Don't
That's
worry,
true.
you'll Chicago Cardinals will pick him up with his teammate.
Chicago Cardinals. He killing me with that. Okay, so now it's back. It's on me, the Saints, and this is kind of Gio and I had a long conversation about this, whether it be defensive end or cornerback or linebacker, because you can't go wrong with either pick. But I think because we have a shortage at linebacker, I think I want to go linebacker first. And I'm going to go with my heart, not my head. And I'm going to take Jabril Cox out the door.
I'm taking LSU
Ooh,
guy.
that's a third round pick.
First,
That was the stretch. There's the stretch pick.
I'm going to take. That's no worse than you taking Slater.
Slater, man. All right.
That's
You
no worse than
see,
you taking Slater.
he's making all pro first year.
Yeah, okay. On the golf team.
Mm.
Smash is on the clock.
All right, for this pick, I really feel like to help Matt Ryan out in the offense. Actually, we haven't had a strong running back since Jamal Anderson. You know, Warwick Dunn did some stuff. Freeman had a good year or two. So with this, I want to go with Najee. Was it Najee Harris?
Ooh.
If
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
From
Is he
Alabama.
still on
Is
the
he?
board?
Yeah, he sure
Oh
is.
yeah, he on the board, baby. Second round, we got the 4th pick in the second round. That's what I'm
So
saying. We should do good this year.
you don't like what didn't you like about ATN versus
I like
Harris?
ETN. I like ETN. I just think that he's in my own sense of words, a lighter runner. I believe that Najee Harris is more of a physical runner, and with Arthur Smith already having Derrick Henry, it's more he's more on that Derrick Henry speed, so he could, you know what I'm saying, he would know how to deal with him better. That's why I went over Harris over ETN, because I think he's a more physical runner, and Smith knows how to deal with that dealing that he had oh boy from
Makes
already.
sense. So Atlanta takes Najee Harris, the first back off the board, I believe.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
That's why I'm hoping they can sneak him in real life.
That'll be a good pick for sure.
well, we know for sure that they're going to take a long run on quarterbacks. I don't understand none of these We know history has shown from the inception of the NFL to current times that quarterbacks don't pan out. So I don't know why they'll take this big run on these quarterbacks like this, because we know with this draft class, only one or two going to pan out at the most. So you're going to have some franchises that's going to be playing from behind the 8 ball, trying to recoup their missed picks by taking these quarterbacks. So the Lions on the clock. Which way the Lions going, CP?
We're going defense, and let me see. Now, truth be told, there's a defensive back from North Carolina A&T out there named Mac McCain. grandson of the Greensboro Four. But I don't know if he's actually on the list. He might end up being an undrafted free agent, so I can get him anyway. Um, so
I thought you was going with your heart. Your heart, man. I didn't know.
that's strategic.
I don't
Heart.
even think he's in the draft. In the
That's
draft
what I
pool.
said. That's why I'm gonna pick him up as an undrafted free agent. Now I'm gonna take the safety out of Washington, Elijah Molden.
Good pick.
Is he still out there? I
We're
didn't.
getting ready to see.
Lord have mercy. Yep,
Yep.
there you go. Put him on the board. Boom. And like I told y'all, it's all about getting off the field. I don't know how many times I've watched us get to 3rd and 10, and they go up the middle for 11,
Yeah.
or either they go up the middle for 5, and then we get or go up the middle for 6, and then we get a penalty.
So
And
now
push.
it's on the Chicago Cardinals. Is there
Yes,
another
sir.
Big Ten player that you would like?
Let's go check out these DBs, cornerbacks. Let's see who we got here. Scroll a little more. Let's see. Let me get Campbell from Georgia.
Really?
Yeah.
You said Campbell?
Yeah.
And why you making what's about Campbell that makes you excited about that pick, Jim? So excited we came in here.
No, no, he meets all the physical. He got the good forward time. He got the good height. You know what I'm saying? And with our new coaching staff that I'm gonna install, he's gonna be great. He's gonna be great. He's gonna be better than Patrick Peterson ever was.
That's a bold statement. That's a bold statement.
Yep.
So Rizzo, you on the clock. Which way you going with the real Bears?
We're going to take that tackle from North Dakota State right there.
Don't sound so excited.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's not the guy I wanted. Walker Little went, Tevin Jenkins went. So I keep seeing all these tackles going, but he is a solid tackle, and especially second-round pick fits a need that I said that I wanted to address. Hopefully, out to good. This Ryan Pace has hit on these ones from these small colleges more than he has on the big names. So hopefully, same thing here. And we need a tackle. Our 2 tackles, we let one of them go, and the other one's still no good. So any tackle at this point is a good pick for the Bears.
I think that's a good pick. He tough because North Dakota is cold as hell.
But they play indoors though, Smash. They play indoors.
Hey, you still got to get out the bus to go to the indoors. It's cold.
And when it's not cold, it's windy.
Yep.
That's definitely why they tough. So now the Saints, I'm on the board. And I'm definitely sticking with defense. Just want to peep this wide receiver game out real quick. But I think
Johnson's supposed to be good.
That boy said no.
I think we went linebacker the first round. He took Farley. Really, let's see if he's still there. I really like the linebacker from Alabama. If he's still on the board, I definitely want to take him off the board. And I want to go Dylan Moses with this pick.
Ooh, that might be a sleeper.
So that gives us 2 linebackers in the first 2 rounds. That means we take care of. That means Demario Davis has 2 linebackers to play with him on the left side and the right side. I think that's a solid core going forward. And we get a grade out of where everybody's picked for these 2 rounds.
Damn, they gave me a C for that. That's Lions.
So Smash got an A. CP got a C for his pick. Gio got a B. Y'all talk trash about my pick. Virginia's pick, that was definitely a solid pick. We got an A for that. Falcons got an A. The Moses an A. So we're looking at so the only person that's really suffered, you got Tyson Campbell. That was a really good pick. I didn't think that was gonna be a good pick, Gio, but I guess the simulator thinks that's a good pick as well. So that met their needs. I mean, I think, did everybody meet their needs in their first 2 picks?
Yeah, because Chicago Cardinals don't have a good line.
Yeah.
I mean, the first round you got to go with the best available player for your team. So I think you can't go wrong, really.
Right.
Oh, you can go wrong. You can go Lion.
You can get a punter, huh?
Oh, you get punter.
I swear we drafted him in like the 3rd round a couple years ago.
So, all right, Gio, on you, brother.
Yep. So yeah, Chicago Cardinals. We definitely showed up the line with that tackle Slater, and he's not going far because Northwestern is up the street from Chicago.
It's a long street.
And then we definitely got a replacement for Patrick Peterson. No, it's not a long street.
He's stuck between Chicago and Arizona.
No, I don't know why you guys think it's Arizona. I don't know where you get that misconception from.
You just bogart the whole team out the city.
They were in Chicago first anyways. So we went to summer vacation in Arizona, and then we came back home because the Bears, they don't know what they're doing in Chicago, so they're lucky.
That was before integrations and face mask, Gio. That don't count. You can't claim them like that, Gio.
Oh man.
Rizzo, what about your draft, man? How did it turn out for you?
I'm happy with it. It's not exactly the 2 guys I would have taken. Like that one I showed you guys earlier that we had in our little chat. That one would have been perfect. But I got a good corner. I trust them, and we got a solid tackle. Those are 2 biggest needs I feel for this team right now. Now, are the Bears going to do this tomorrow? I have no damn clue what they're going to do tomorrow. So I would not be shocked if they trade up and then they take the wrong quarterback again. Right. Me and Gio have been talking about all week. He's claiming that he thinks Bears are going to trade up and then draft Kyle Trask. So I could see him doing some crazy shit prediction like that.
Take the K off of that though.
Yep.
And put an H on the
but yeah, no. Overall,
like
these solid picks to start and set a nice little base here. Later in the draft, hopefully Bears go pick up some wideouts. Look to maybe add some more depth on defense as well. And I probably pick a couple more linemen to bolster up that front as well.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I think the Falcons, we did pretty good. I'm kind of hoping they don't go with Kyle Pitts first round because I don't see a need for it, but maybe they see something. But I don't want to get like everybody saying like a Justin Fields because Justin Fields, I think, could go to a team and start today. And you don't want to have him sitting for 2 years just behind somebody because it is what it is. But I think he should go to 49ers and do whatever he can do for them.
No, I do think you guys at 4 have one of the tougher decisions because you're going to have Kyle Pitts, who everybody's talking about, could be generational talent, could be one of the best tight ends ever. He's for sure one of the highest graded tight ends ever in draft. But then you also, I agree with you, Matt Ryan ain't getting any younger, and there are going to be quarterbacks there no matter what. Because even if it's the first 3 picks with QBs, there's still at least 2 left that are ranked real high.
Now, the only thing I see that comes positive out of this 4th pick is if somebody does want to trade with us, they're going to give up the farm for that pick. So they're going to give up some good stuff. But the only thing about it is with the new GM and the new head coach and the owner, Arthur Blank, he wants to win right now. So they basically have a 2-year, you know what I'm saying, window where they got to do this stuff. So that's where they got to be careful too, because they like, I could be out. And for Fontenot to leave the Saints to come here, I mean, it had to be something good that he saw so he could do some things. So I don't know. We going to see how we roll out. Tomorrow I'll be tuned in and see how they going to roll. Hopefully it won't be like the Lions.
Oh,
I was just doing a segue.
Cold-blooded.
I was doing a segue.
Shots
Segue.
It's cold.
Gio, you set me up. You didn't tell me the draft started, but that's okay, Gio. I see how it go.
Oh man, Lions are just par for the course, man. So we all right. We're not going. We got a couple butts in the seats. We got a lineman, and we're just going to attack defense. So par for the course.
Yeah. As long as they what they eat kneecaps, they're good enough for the team.
Oh man, I forgot he was the coach. Man, who cares about him being a coach? Let's just focus on Brad Holmes being, the GM and the man, representing North Carolina A&T. So something is going to go right. Who cares about kneecaps?
It's a thin line between love and hate, y'all. Now, listen to him. He love his alumnus right now, but let him start screwing up.
I'm still gonna love him. I hate that he's in this situation where where it's got to be his fault.
That's true.
I see him at homecoming. Maybe sooner than later if he.
Right. Right.
Oh man.
Like I think with the Saints, I think it has to be Loomis and Peyton. They have to focus on defense. With only one linebacker on the team right now, and you only have one surefire cornerback in Lattimore, and you lost 3 of your 6 defensive linemen that rotated last year. You have to focus on at least the first 4 picks of your draft. It has to be dedicated to defense.
Who's your quarterback?
We got Jameis Winston.
Jameis.
I got faith in Jameis. He had eye surgery, so he can see now. So hopefully, hopefully he comes in and he, But my thing though really is we've been on a 15-year streak of actually playing quality good football. You got a Super Bowl out the deal. You got endless amount of division championships. There's nothing wrong with having a down season if that's what it takes. You got to give the guy a shot to see can he do it. You got to give Taysom Hill a shot to see if he can do it. If they can't do it, it's a win-win situation. You get a good draft pick, then you can turn back around. If they do good, then you just keep business as usual. So I'm not really high on this season, but I'm not down on the season either because it's you only can win for so long because you got to take a step back at some point to take a step forward. So
sounds good.
Yeah, it always sounds good. Always sound good at the presser.
Sounds good, but hey, I ain't buying that.
Always sound good at the presser.
Hey, y'all losing one of the best quarterbacks to ever play the game. And I like Jameis. Don't get me wrong, I like Jameis. But I don't know if y'all have enough around Jameis to help. That's the only thing about that. So
I just had the worst draft in Madden history. This is terrible. I actually took a punt, and Gio's sitting there drafting. Let y'all know, Gio is sitting there right now drafting and not saying anything. Like you'll pick up next, right? Nah, man. You could have said it right here. That's why I had to take over and run the show because he's so busy worrying about the draft. He's not even focusing on this. It's crazy.
Well, I mean, he's drafting for a fictional team. Remember?
Right.
Yeah, he really is. I wanted to go deeper in this draft too, man.
So, but Gio, go on, take the show and close it out, man.
Yep.
This is crazy.
All right, so you guys all know Chicago Cardinals not a fictional team; they're a real team. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully they do well in tomorrow's draft. The Chicago Bears are a disgrace to Chicago. You know what I'm saying? All they do is disappoint the fans. You know what I'm saying? We're starting to look like Detroit.
Ooh.
That's gone a
That's
little too far
unnecessary.
now.
That
We've
is
gone
unnecessary.
going a little too far. I think we're not at that level yet. Come on now.
This is terrible.
Yep. The Falcons, they're definitely going to be the game changer in the draft. Either they trade down or whoever they pick is going to be the pivoting point of the draft. Because the first three picks we already know is going to be quarterbacks. Is going to be Trevor Lawrence, Wilson, and Mac Jones is going to be the surprise pick
Who?
number 3 with the 49ers.
Who?
Mac Jones.
Well, I mean,
Who?
surprise, but not.
CP got me.
281-330-8004.
Who? Mac Jones.
Yeah.
Who?
Tell the 49ers to hit him on the low. Mac Jones
Thank you,
about to
CP.
blow.
Thank you, CP.
Yeah. But yeah, my bold prediction is the Bears trade up and draft the wrong quarterback. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna pass up on Justin Fields, they're gonna try pass up on Trey Lance, and they're just gonna get the Davis kid or transfer from Florida. One of the two. And then Saints. Let's see if James got it, man. Let's see was it the system or
It was the
James?
LASIK eye surgery.
Because now
He's
he's
gonna
gonna
be good, man.
I think James is gonna be all right, man. I
He's gonna be good.
I think we can. I think we're good enough to get our 5th division title in a row. I think we're good enough.
Nah,
We're gonna take down the Bucks, huh? Even though everybody's coming back.
you're going too
Yeah.
far with that now.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think about it now. I mean, and I'm not saying it because it's my team. When before Quan Alexander got hurt, there was no answer for the Bucks. Had no answer for that defense. Then when Quan went out, then the whole defense fell apart. Azalon, if you watch that game, he was getting burnt over and over again all season long. That's why they let Azalon just walk out the door. That's why they didn't even try to even resign him. So
They left his ass alone, huh?
coming back, I think if they would take the concept, if they take the road that I think that they're going to take, go get those lines. Because if you see how this draft, and I think the draft that we took, the draft that we just did, I think with all those quarterbacks and all those tackles, it's going to be a lot of wide receivers. It's going to be a lot of defensive players that's going to push down on that board. So they'll have a chance to fill that void. Whereas if it was a normal draft, right, where you take the best player available, then I think some of these players that fall deeper in this draft, they would be gone in the first round. So I think if they play it right, and I'm more than sure they're going to be telling Peyton, hey man, you can't take a wide receiver to the 5th pick. You don't get offense to the 5th pick. If they do that, then we'll be all right, man. We definitely got to go defense 100%.
Okay. Yep. So we're definitely at the 2-minute warning mark. You know what I'm saying? Smash, you got any false facts for this week?
Now, I got one false fact, and you've been stating it all night. So just so we can clear up the definition, a false fact would be the Chicago Cardinals. It's false that the Chicago Cardinals are not a real team, but it is a fact that Chicago Bears and Arizona Cardinals are a team that Gio just happens to like that he bred together. So that is your false fact for this week. Chicago Cardinals is the false fact.
It's terrible.
I'm just saying.
Tell us.
You're going to have people out here looking for Chicago
guys'
Cardinals,
thoughts?
man.
Do I have any thoughts? I think that since we've talked the North Carolina A&T State University track team has won yet another one. The women this time, and the men came just a hair short of another win. But we still making moves. As far as the Lions are concerned, I'm not concerned. It's still the Lions. They just going to show and prove. Like Godey always says, I need some action. I can talk about it all I want, but I just need some action. And for a life lesson, you can't always be concerned about getting your name called or getting your name picked. There's plenty of undrafted free agents in life, and sometimes when that call comes, it might not be on the big screen, but you just got to be ready to do work, and you know it'll show up in the end if you put it in, if you put in the work. So
Shout out to Young Rock.
Okay. Rizzo, you got Rizzo, you got anything to rap about?
Well, I mean, once the draft happens, the Bears will probably give me plenty to rant about. But before the draft, let me just let all the Bears fans know. We should know by now, with Ryan Pace still at the helm, don't get your hopes up. Let's just keep it nice and easy. Whatever happens, happens. Could be a bad pick. Might be a good pick. We don't know. But I will say this, that after this season, I don't think we're going to have to worry about Ryan Pace or Matt Nagy anymore. So just know that greener times are coming, people. And we're just going to have to see what happens this year. Hopefully they set up the next coach and GM with some good pieces. That's all I'm hoping. But again, we're Bears fans. Keep them hopes a little bit low for the draft and just hope that these dudes get fired.
Hey.
No, my
Okay.
goodness.
Hey, and Goldie, what you ain't believing or ain't buying it this week?
I am not buying all these quarterbacks being drafted this high. I'm not buying it. NFL history has shown that no matter how many quarterbacks you take, only one, maybe two, is possibly going to pan out. So I don't understand why they keep throwing their hat in these rings on these quarterbacks. And now I understand that's the backbone of your team. But just like the NFL has veered away from putting a lot of stock in the running backs, I think if they take that same approach towards quarterbacks, I think they'll do much better with their teams versus drafting like 5-6 quarterbacks going to go in the first round, and we know that only one or two going to actually pan out. One is going to be good, one is going to be mediocre, and the rest is just going to be byproducts of whatever, So I'm not buying all these quarterbacks in this first round.
Okay. And well, on that,
that's
guys,
why they gonna
we're
let
out.
Justin Fields slip. Peace.
So we'll see.
Oh man.
All right, Jill, let's close this thing out so we can
Goldie,
get
you
up out
gotta
of here.
end the stream.
Hot mic.
Yeah. Yeah.